Hi, this is my video project for the short story Symbols and Signs by Vladimir Nabokov. My prompt is to choose 5 symbols within the story and discuss what they mean as well as how they relate to the story. So, my first symbol is that the subway train lost its life current between 2 stations, and for a quarter of an hour they could hear nothing but the dutiful beating of their hearts and the rustling of newspapers. The subway train would equal their son, who tried to kill himself around this time period on their way to traveling. That's why when they arrived at the hospital, he had just tried to kill himself and was unable to see them. In both instances, it would prevent further visits from these parents, because if their son was really dead, they wouldn't be visiting him anymore, and if the subway train had fully died, they would not trust it anymore to go and use it to visit their son. The next symbol would be that a few feet away, under a swaying and dripping tree, a tiny, unfledged bird was helplessly twitching in a puddle. This is another symbol for their son, who is just this innocent little creature that doesn't really know how to act or how to control himself, and so he's just this little baby bird that will never fully grow, and he's drowning in the weight of his idiosyncrasies and the challenges that come from his referential mania. The boy, age 6, that was when he drew wonderful birds with human hands and feet, and suffered from insomnia like a grown-up man. This would also be a foreshadowing to his last suicide, when the only reason he was stopped was because another patient thought that he was learning to fly. So as his younger self realized that he wasn't normal and that he was really struggling with this disease, he would have come to the conclusion that he wasn't fully one thing or another. He was really this hybrid of confusion and craziness. And so this would pave the way to his future of suicide attempts. The fourth symbol would be the final sentence in the paragraph where she compares a lot of things. Of beautiful weeds that cannot hide from the farmer. So the weeds would once again be the boy and his intelligence and sickness, that's all society can see, is that he's sick and he's diseased and he's ill and he's not normal, when really he has all these gifts that he can offer. So it's kind of similar to how grass in America is considered this beautiful plant that we need to cultivate and water and feed and protect, whereas in countries where they grow rice, grass is just this weed. So while it's useful in the sense that it prevents soil abrasion, it can also harm things. And society chooses to look at the boy in the same manner that the rice farmers look at the rice or the grass, to say, this is only harmful, we must get rid of it. My final symbol is, he sipped noisily, his face was flushed. Every now and then he raised his glass with a circular motion so as to make the sugar dissolve more thoroughly. Now this one, I would say that it represents the time left that the father has, because in a few sentences prior to this, he had said, "No, I am dying," and it was kind of brushed off or not taken seriously, but the sugar could represent the few grains of time that he has left, and he's just so focused on the task at hand of getting his son taken care of and his family put together that he doesn't realize that he's really wasting his last few years and his valuable time struggling for something that can never really heal. These are the symbols that I found within Symbols and Signs by Vladimir Nabokov. Thanks.